Hey guys, it's Steve from Network. Welcome to another MLB Perfect Inning 2018 video. Today, I've got a doubleheader against this guy, ChinChin. I don't know if he watches my YouTube channel or not, but here's the deal. He sent me an exhibition request. I was somehow on to accept it. I played one game with him. I played a second game with him, but he left me incredibly pissed off. Why, might you ask? Well, let's look at his team. Hisashi Iwakuma, Masahiro Tanaka, Chris Sale all have splitters. Greinke and Kershaw aren't cheesy pitchers, but I didn't get to face either of them. Then you have Mike Minor with a knuckle curve, Hector Santiago with the screwball, Carson Smith with a sinker splitter curve combo. Joe Kelly, he never used. I don't think he had him in the bullpen at the time of the video. R.A. Dickey with a knuckleball, actually not too cheesy, but just the principle of him wanting to have it in his bullpen. And Juris Familia with a splitter. So basically, this guy is one of those guys who throws cheesy pitches all the time. And he even did it in exhibition, which is what really bothers me. If you're playing ranked head-to-head, I understand you want to win, get your win streak, improve your rank, get the strikeouts for the achievements, fine. Exhibition requests are just supposed to be fun. It's not fun facing spam cheese pitches. So ChinChin, you're about to get exposed. Don't use cheap tactics. And luckily for me, I didn't even let them work. We're about to watch the highlights from 2 of the games. I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so we can see here game 1. My opponent ChinChin is using this Chris Sale, who has a splitter. So going with the cheesy pitcher right off the bat. Now I got the first 2 outs on me, but then I get a single to left to start a rally. Now with Chris Davis on first, Giancarlo Stanton is up, and he will also single, this time to center. Chris Davis will move over to third. Pretty close play, but definitely safe. And now Jorge Posada is up to bat, and he'll drive in the first run of the game with another single to center. So after getting the first 2 outs, I get 3 consecutive hits to take a 1-0 lead. There you go. Just so you can see, this Chris Sale does indeed have the splitter equipped. And boom, splitter high as soon as I score a run. So I figure next pitch, I'm going to steal. I'm going to steal second, get 2 runners in scoring position now for Nelson Cruz. Yet another single to center. Defense is playing back, so that's 2 runs scoring, making it a 3-0 game. In comes the +10 Mike Minor with an A-grade K-curve. Look, don't get me wrong. The +10 Mike Minor is a nice card, but boom, right off the bat. The K-curve high and outside. No worries, though. I'm going to take an 0-2 pitch, double it to right. Cruz is going to score all the way from first, and I push it to a 4-0 game. This is my favorite at-bat here. I take the knuckle curve thrown up and away, and I drop it for a single to right and score a run to make it 5-0, truly combating the cheese right there. And then to end this inning, I do pop out. But what I want to show, at the end of some of these half innings, this opponent, ChinChin of mine, right, so all the guys are running to the dugout. They're running to the dugout. Normally at this point, the game cuts to between half innings, but no. For some reason, and this happened 2 or 3 times, his players got to the dugout and just ran into the wall for 10, 15, 20, 30 seconds at a time. And it was really irritating to deal with this on top of the fact that this guy was a cheeser. 2 outs, bottom of the 7th, he does hit a home run to make it 5-1. One of the few highlights I'm going to show. He used these really annoying emojis, too. Those got on my nerves. And the thing is, you know, where that guy was lagging, it's like, okay, it seems like you're disconnected. But then he reconnects, hits a home run, and shows me up. It's like, dude, you're really just trying to game the system, and it's not even working. Again, facing Shohei Ohtani. How is the game frozen like this for 20 seconds? I thought Gameville fixed it where if you go to like read notifications that used to pause the game endlessly, that now it kicks you out of the game and you face the AI. There we go. Like 20 seconds later, I finally throw a strike. Now he brings in R.A. Dickey for the ninth, who has a knuckleball, but only has a curveball instead of a slow curveball. So Dickey was easily the most hittable. Now that knuckleball, I don't get a hit off of it, but I smacked it well to center field. Now with 2 outs, Nelson Cruz is up. He's going to just drop a little single to left. Nothing too exciting, but it's setting up another rally. That's why I showed it. Here we go. Nolan Arenado, the knuckleball high, blasts it to left for a 2-run homer to make it 7-1. And then he brings in his Juris Familia just for good measure. Bottom of the ninth, 2 outs. Going to throw the slider. Cano hits it well, but directly to Buxton in center for out number 3. And I win the first game 7-1. Yes, this is a little bit old, back when Buxton was my center fielder. He sends a rematch, so we've got game 2. I put in Bartolo Colon because he put in Hisashi Iwakuma. That being said, I didn't use the splitter once on Bartolo Colon. I'm pretty sure what I just showed there is Iwakuma using the splitter. There we go. Karma taking its toll. What should have been a fly out to left becomes an error. First and second, 2 outs. He throws a splitter right away. Then I do fly out to the right field corner. And now this is yet another example of this guy disconnecting. But somehow Gameville doesn't truly disconnect him, so I can just straight up face an AI. It lets him lag like this for 25 or 30 seconds. We go to the top of the 8th. 1 out, man on first. There's another splitter. Just really to get on my nerves. And now the bottom of the 8th, his Shohei Ohtani somehow gets a hit on that weak ground ball, but Gameville's going to make me commit an error. Now with 1 out, yet again. So I'm dealing with this, right? It lags for 25 seconds. I think I timed on this video when I was cutting up the clips. I'm commentating after the fact on this game. It finally lets me throw the strike. Okay? So I did throw a ball, literally 2 pitches later. I'm not sure if it's the AI or if he reconnected, but he gets a single and gets his runner to third. When this guy's disconnecting, I don't know if I'm facing an AI or a real person. Like, this is where Gameville needs to have an indicator. Are you playing a real person or an AI? Now, I couldn't get the double play there, so he takes a 1-0 lead. I'm going to show how he got his run, even though it made me mad. But then, boom, lead off the top of the 9th. Byron Buxton homer to left to even the game at 1-1. I took a lot of joy in that. Maybe more than I should have. And then, boom, back to a high splitter. This guy's still going to be cheesing. And then he brings in Mike Minor. And quite literally the very next pitch. It's going to be none other than the knuckle curve up and for lefties in, for righties outside. We're now in the 10th, and boom, the high knuckle curve, but I hit it to center for a leadoff single. I'm going to steal here because I think the first pitch of this next at-bat was cheesy. That pitch certainly was, I believe, a knuckle curve. Now 2 strikes, but I got the runner to second, and then boom, a super weak single to right is going to score a run and make it a 2-1 ball game. Yet again, we have this guy freeze for multiple seconds. What the heck, Gameville? What the heck, ChinChin? Somebody's got to have answers here. And then, boom, it immediately subs Familia. And now it goes 5-4 and then pitch with runners on base. After that 4th they pitch, you can tell it's an AI. And then the very next pitch, this guy goes all the way to 1, which means he reconnected. So this guy was blatantly disconnecting and reconnecting endlessly. It was super annoying. I didn't manage to get more runs, unfortunately, but we're at the bottom of the 10th. Runner on first, 2 outs. We'll bring the last at-bat to you. I get his Aaron Judge to foul it off for strike 1. Then a weak grounder up the middle. Kind of ominous because of how slowly it rolled, but I get the out to win 2-1. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like. If you're new around here, subscribe for more MLB Perfect Inning 2018 content. If you want to play me, let me know in the comments. But also, guys, please directly message me if you're wanting to play. I get exhibition requests, but a lot of the time, I'm just simming season mode. I'm not actually looking at the game. And by the time I see your exhibition request, it's probably a half hour to an hour after you sent it. And no, I'm not trying to ignore your exhibition requests. I'm just not getting them in a timely fashion. One other thing, don't try to pull the cheesy tactics if you want to play me in exhibition. It's just going to piss me off and make me try to expose you for a video like this. But that's all for this video, guys. I'm G from Skull Gaming Network. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, as always, peace out.